So at this evening time, let us put ourselves in the presence of the source of love, the source of life, and the source of light. Let us tangibly feel this presence all around us. Even after the activities of the day, let us now quiet the mind, relax the body. As usual, let us prepare our meditation with a blessing that embraces all beings. Let us imagine that we have, as usual, an inexhaustible supply of rose flowers available for free distribution to all people, places, and events, anything that has name and form, any area of the cosmos that has any element of causality. Let us start in our immediate environment where we sit. Let us first bless the seat on which we sit. Let us bless the earth that supports us. Let us be thankful that space is available for reception of information and messages. Let us extend our blessings and send holy currents of thought in all directions. Like the sun radiating, spreading its rays everywhere. Let us assert strong, true, wise, full, free, beauty, goodness, love, harmony. Let us send this out as a series of waves to all those in our immediate environment, particularly those that we are aware of most in need. It doesn't also matter about the range. Our cosmic mind rules over the entire existence. But for our purposes, let us extend our blessings to the planet Earth itself. Over 7 billion people remain on this planet. This planet itself, our Mother Earth, very forgiving. It allows us to use and abuse. And yet, the marvel of its existence, its distance from the sun, its position in the Milky Way galaxy, allows us to spread our blessings to every corner of this universe. Let us do this, asserting once more, strong, true, wise, full, free, beauty, goodness, love, harmony, health, peace, keen, sure. To send our loving blessings, penetrating all those areas parallel to us that are unseen by us, worlds of our ancestors, worlds of the deities, worlds of cosmic beings. Let all be blessed. So too the unseen world and the interspace between. Again, as we assert this, feel that there are no barriers anywhere. The whole of existence is only one, that it is infinite existence and infinite consciousness. Now let us pick up our most sacred holy word given to us by our Guru. If you have not got a special mantra that carries with it the potency of the Guru as an instrument and the Guru's line, then use the sound symbol Om. Or if this is unfamiliar to you, any phrase that you wish, any phrase that has a feeling within it of the inexhaustible divinity within all, thoughts which are pure, holy, unselfish. We insert these thoughts as we repeat our mantra, as instructed by the Guru. And so I will give you some silent time in which to mentally repeat this. And as you do so, feel that you are asserting the presence of that divine entity within you, through you, beyond you. Let us be aware of the external points of the body, such as tips of the fingers. In fact, let us join the thumb and forefinger. In this mudra, let us feel the presence of perfection. Let us be aware of the connection that we feel physically in the thumb and the forefinger. Once more, let us repeat our mantra slowly, invoking and feeling the presence here, now, of this very existent infinite entity that is present even to the tips of the fingers and in every single minute cell of the body. Let's continue this physical awareness by being conscious of how we are seated. Let us readjust our posture so that the chest, the neck, and the head are arranged in a straight line. Let us embrace the feeling of stillness amidst all the activities of the day, like dust or like debris that we find in muddy water. Let us feel that all these particles are settling now in an atmosphere of pure silence. Let us embrace the silence. It is only in the silence and the stillness that we are able to find the infinite invisible that steadily sits deep within. Let us turn to the breath. For if we are not seated properly, the breath will be a little labored. Do not interfere. The rise and fall of the diaphragm muscle that enables breathing like a piston. Instead, let us simply observe how the air enters, how it is filling up the lungs, and how effortlessly the lungs move. This automatic movement that we take for granted and we call breathing is because some life is there within the body. This life we call prana. It distributes itself in 5 ways. Upwards, controlling inhalation and all the upper circulatory avenues of the human body. It operates by controlling things downward in terms of expulsion, in terms of expulsion of air and expulsion of all other unwanted material. And then an equalizing entity is there that controls digestion, assimilation, and overall an all-distributing entity, an all-distributing aspect of this energy. One supreme upward movement that finds its culmination in the top of the skull is another prana. Let us trace this and feel the very top of the skull. Let us feel how vibrant and warm the top of the skull is. Let us somehow feel that a small circle is available at the very, very top of the skull. Let us register its vibrancy and feel that this is prana. This prana, this energy, subtle and unseen, visible only by its effects, this prana has a subtle form, is called psychic prana. It has its seat in thinking, feeling, evaluating. It has its seat in intuition. Let us unfold the various levels and layers of this pure consciousness as objectively registered in this subtle form. Let us unfold the mind from the very lowest levels to do with survival, to do with eating, drinking, the gut of surviving. Let us make an energetic surge upward, away from this, opening up that area which is to do with continuous creation. All things are born by a creative process. We can now feel that the basic urge to continue this is another level of human awareness. Let us give a push to the mind. Let us urge it up. Let us urge it to open up. The very gut level to do with such things as self-interest. Let us put this aside. This very fundamental instinct. Let us urge on so that we find an expansive area of the heart that embraces all, that has a yearning to seek deeper things. Like a circle of awareness, let us widen it and broaden it. Let us make it open, all-embracing, giving and accepting. Like a lotus flower that is never in the water. The stalk remains proudly above the water, but all petals opening like a greeting toward the sun. Let us open our hearts, and in opening, let us accept the infilling of divine love and glory. And at this point, let us feel that we are deeply loved. Like air that penetrates every quarter, giving its messenger aspect to all, filling inside and outside, carrying leaves, even carrying the dust, carrying pollen from flower to flower, enabling a climate in which humans live. Using this as an analogy, let us take this heart. Let us ensure that this love is distributed everywhere so that all boundaries and barriers are broken down. Let us not judge or criticize, but rather feel the oneness and wholeness of all existence. Let us elevate the mind further to feel that our interest in the most subtle and causal things, the deepest things, are those that absorb our energy. Let us feel the subtleness of this and its causal nature, feeling its potential to manifest in every direction. And all of this comes from cosmic mind. And the cosmic mind sitting there, personalized as our intimate, chosen ideal. In pondering this, let us consider that it is worthy of adoration because knowing it severs all bondages. Let us feel that it is the source and cause of all things. Indirectly, all mankind is worshipping it. Let us see that it is at the same time transcendent with no attributes or qualities, and also the divine person with attributes of goodness, truth, with attributes of pure consciousness, with attributes of omniscience, all-knowingness, beyond space, omnipresent, and all-powerful, omnipotent. What we call this world is nothing but this pure cosmic mind that Christians call cosmic Christ, Buddhists call cosmic Buddha, devotees of Ramakrishna call it the cosmic Ramakrishna. Others call it the womb of all beings. Others call it the Creator. Let us internally feel songs of praise and love and adoration toward this. Let us see how from time to time this descends to our human quarters, that it is consciousness condensed. And when we see its form, either he or she, we are willing to give it, and it is willing for us to give it, a gender, but the eyes are full of love and full of knowledge. Looking at these eyes removes all our ignorance. Let us allow ourselves to be viewed with the love that emanates from these divine eyes. This being is the ocean of luminous and lofty sentiments, lashed into waves of intoxicating, inebriating love. Even this being's holy feet are just the very reward, for they take us over the ocean of this repeated world of time and space. This is the Lord of the universe, manifested from age to age. This being shatters all of the human sufferings and sorrows, full of mercy, offering its very life as a very offering of love and redemption, as a power that breaks and shatters the bondage of our slavery. Only through this will we conquer the bondage of lust and greed, the lower levels of our awareness. That being is above all fears, and joining ourselves to it, we become part and parcel. And so we dissolve into existence itself, into pure being and pure consciousness. Let us sink down deeply into this and remain in its essence of stillness. Let us conclude this brief meditation with a universal prayer, but feel free to continue the deep experience of unity, that point where nearness becomes oneness. O adorable Lord of mercy and love, salutations and prostrations unto Thee. Thou art omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent. Thou art the indweller of all beings. Grant us an understanding heart, equal vision, balanced mind, faith, devotion, and wisdom. Grant us the inner spiritual strength to resist temptations and control the mind. Fill our hearts with divine virtues. Let us spurn our vices. Let us behold Thee in all these names and forms. Let us serve Thee in all these names and forms. Let Thy name be ever on our lips and Thy presence be ever in our hearts. Let us abide in Thee forever and ever. Let us abide in Thee forever and ever.